Alright, what's going on, you guys? This is Strazy Killing back at you with another video. And are you looking for a deal? Me too. That's why, with the announcement of AliExpress's 15th anniversary sale, you can finally You just missed out on the sale. Dang. But that's okay. Thankfully, I managed to take advantage of the sale on your behalf. You are welcome. Anyways, the device that I purchased happens to come with a micro SD card, but they're usually trash, so I decided, hey, for the sake of science and just score a major bargain if this works, I decided basically to buy a micro SD card from AliExpress. Now you might be wondering, why would I take a risk like that? There's plenty of opportunities to buy a micro SD card. You can go to Amazon, you can go to Walmart. There's so many recognizable brands that you can purchase from. There's SanDisk, there's Samsung, there's On. Kind of sounds like my real name. But just one letter off. Anyways, for the sake of science and the bargain, I present to you guys the Kodak micro SD card, 256 gigs. Now you might be thinking, Kodak? They make cameras. Since when did they make SD cards? I don't know. They just doing what they want to do, okay? Ask them, bro. Ask them. Anyways, this micro SD card says it reads up to 100 megabytes a second, and it's 4K Ultra HD. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't plan on putting videos on this micro SD card, but it's all going to be laid out for you today. We're gonna find out today if we can find a diamond in the rough that is AliExpress in the midst of all these micro SD card scams. Will this be a win, or will this go in the bin? Without further ado, let's get right into it. And here lies my micro SD card, as well as my CSGO knife that I'm about to open for you right now. Zhung! And there we go. It's a bit dingy and dirty from use, but at the end of the day, it still works. I really should get a new one though, but it's all good. So we got the SD card right here, and we're about to bust her wide open right now. So let's get into it. Zing, 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 zing. Zing, 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 zing. It's cutting through. I cut all my packages like this. I don't know why I paused right here. It's all good. I might cut that out though. So let's continue cutting. Zing, 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 zing. There we go. Looking behind it to make sure I'm not cutting myself accidentally. And there we go. We got it open. Kinda. We're not there yet. I could just rip through the rest like that. Zoop. There we go. Rip the other part. Bam. And let's rip off some more parts. Bop. And boop. And bam. There we have it. Here we have it, the micro SD card. So here's what it looks like in the packaging. I'm going to show you what it looks like out of the packaging though. And here we have the micro SD card as well as the adapter in the palm of my hands. Hopefully you guys can see it, although the shadow from my phone kind of casting over both of them, but it's all good. Hopefully it looks presentable on camera nonetheless. But here we have the adapter and the micro SD card. So right now we're gonna pop this thing into the computer and we're gonna test out to see if it actually works. Alright, before we get into the breakdown and testing of the micro SD card, I would like to give a brief mention to Crown Puff over at SBC Gaming. They got the deals, they got the steals on their spreadsheet. The 15th anniversary was right around the corner anyways, and this was the perfect opportunity to strike. All links will be posted in the description down below. So if you go to their spreadsheet, they got the deals and steals. The spreadsheet gets updated all the time. So if you scroll on down all the way to right around here, this is where they list the micro SD cards. They say they're verified, but I want to make sure for myself and for you guys at home, make sure it's actually legit. So big shout out to them. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to use your coins' full potential to maximize your savings. So we're going to open up the coins tab in the AliExpress app, which also works on the AliExpress website. And since I collected my daily coins for the day, all of the items are highlighted pink and red respectively to indicate the massive discount that you will receive once you use your coins. So let's press on the micro SD card. As you can see, we can save 70% off with coins. But you know, the catch is when you go to checkout, right here, when you go to checkout, you have to press buy now and not add to cart. If you don't press buy now, you will not receive the full discount. So right now, if we disregard my shopping credit, let's disregard the shopping credit, and I will show you that the discount is applied at checkout. So as we can see, when we go into saved, how much we saved a total of $8.81, which is a massive discount, including the multi-store coupon. You gotta remember, some stores have coupons, so that's another $1 off. So that's a total of $9.81 that we saved on a micro SD card. It's like half the price. So now I'm going to show you what happens when you simply add the item to cart. So I'm going to show you right now. So we add the item to cart. Okay. We still have the multi-store coupon applied. So we're going to go to checkout. And as we can see, if we go to saved, you can see that we only saved 18 cents. That's not savings. That's trash. But I understand how, you know, a new person, a new user is going to go through that. I have as well. But now, once I know, I'm ready to show you guys that the coins do work. You just have to press buy now and not add to cart. So please keep that in mind. We're going to be using 3 different types of software today. We're going to be using H2 Test W, Media Tester, and Crystal Disk Mark. Now, on a side note, Google, count your fucking days, because you were about to send me to a fucking scam. You know why? If you go over to Google, the first listing that you see, the first result you see is a website called h2testw.org, and that sounds legit. You would think, oh, that's the right website. Everything looks legit. Everything looks, you know, above board and all that. Nope, wrong website. That's not the official website. The official website, according to this Reddit post, again, all links will be down in the description below. It is www.heist.de. It's a German website, German developer. This is the correct website right here. Now, how I also figured it out, you know, this was the correct website. This website right here, 3ds.hacks.guide, which is a known website for 3ds homebrewing, jailbreaking, all that sort of stuff. I'm aware of this website. It's been referenced dozens of times, so I know to trust it. And they have the latest version of H2W and the website right there, which leads to heist.de, which is the correct site. So again, Google, count your days. Alright, we got the Kodak micro SD card. We're going to plug it in to this Samsung micro SD card USB. We're gonna put that in, and we're gonna plug it into the computer and see what comes up. What we have that popped up is an auto run, setup information, and we got a Kodak icon, whatever the hell that means, and modified in 2018. So that's what came with the micro SD card. So let's go to this PC, and it says 232 out of 232. It says 256, but you know, sometimes, you know, the capacity can be off by like a little bit, and this is probably an example, but we're gonna test out the micro SD card right now. So I'm gonna run H2 Test W right now and see if the capacity is actually legit. All right, we got H2 Test W open right now. We're gonna select our target, which is this Kodak micro SD card. Click OK. We're gonna make sure it's all available space is selected, and we're gonna select write and verify. So let's do that right now. Attention, testing only. While the total capacity is Yeah, that should be correct. So we're gonna click OK and we're gonna proceed. So we're gonna have this test run in the background and we're gonna see if it actually is legit. So I'll be back to you when it's completed. Now I will not lie to you guys, this shit legit took like 2 hours or so. This shit took a long ass time to complete. I will not even lie. I was literally just sitting on my phone, just scrolling along, just waiting for this bullshit to complete. But it's all good though, because at the end of the day, we got the results. So let's get back to them. All right, after almost 2 hours of running H2 test W, we got the results. It's stated test finished without any errors, so that's good. There's writing speed 54.4 megabytes per second, reading speed 88.5 megabytes per second. So that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. But we're gonna try out media tester and we're gonna see if that goes well as well. So let's move on to that. All right, so now we got media tester up and running. So now we're gonna select the micro SD. There we go. Available bytes. And you see total bytes to test, all available bytes, and let's keep all of that enabled. We'll just keep all that checked, and we're going to write and verify. So let's go. Media tester works best if no existing data exists on the target media. Continue with non-destructive tests. Sure, why not? Removing temp files. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did something wrong. Give me a second. Alright, I figured out what the problem was. The previous test from H2 test W had previous files that took up all the space, so that's why it couldn't run correctly on media tester now. So I just deleted those files, so everything should be pretty much like empty besides like the Kodak, file and the auto run. Those stayed. Otherwise it should be pretty much an empty micro SD card now, so it should work now. So let me just double check. Kodak, yep. All right, so now let's try again, write and verify. Okay, let's go. Now we see it's finally working now, and it's gonna be finished in damn 5 hours. Fuck, I don't know. We're gonna have to see if this actually finishes. So when it finishes, I'll let you guys know and I'll cut right to it. Boom. Alright, so after waiting about 3 or so hours for the test to finish, we finally got the results. And the results show that the vast majority of the bytes on the SD card are in fact verified and the media test passed. So that's really good. 2 tests passed, but I want to do one more thing before we go into Crystal Disk Mark. So let's get right into it. Alright, so right here I have a folder of all of my rendered videos, which comes up to a total of 223 gigs. So I'm going to copy that folder onto the micro SD card, and if that shows 233 gigs, then that's proof that the SD card is legit. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to click copy, go to folder, we're going to paste, and it's going to do its thing. It's going to copy those things over, and if it says 223 gigs, then it's legit. Alright, the file's just copied, and we're going to see the moment of truth. Let's go to properties, size on disk, 223 gigs. So you know what that means? That means it's legit. It means it's legit. That means it's a legit SD card. Look, it's almost full, bro. It's literally almost full. That's how you know. Because if it was fake, it would have been like, it would have failed. Off rip, it would have failed already if it was fake. So now we're gonna run Crystal Disk Mark and see how the speeds are. Alright, so now we got Crystal Disc Mark open, and of course we got it with the anime girl because of course it does. Like, why not? So anyways, we have it open right before you, so I'm going to select test drive, which is the micro SD card. We're going to keep it, we'll just put it at like 1, and we'll keep that at 1 gigs. So let's see how fast the read and write speeds are. So let's see, read, write speeds, and let's just do it. All right, it just completed. So now we have the read and write speeds. So in total, the read speed is 96.42 megabytes per second, and the write speed is 73.37 megabytes per second. Let me see. Let me look at the packaging one time. It said it reads up to 100 megabytes per second. So it's, I mean, technically, on technicality, they're right. They say up to 96. It's almost 100, right? So technically, that's not a scam either. So technically, they got that sorted out. So moral of the story, this micro SD card is not a scam. Are there scams on AliExpress regarding these micro SD cards? Absolutely, but you have to know where to look. You have to make sure that you read the reviews, look at the pictures, make sure everything looks aboard, the store names, make sure everything looks correct, lines up perfectly, and at the end of the day, I got a bargain. This 15th anniversary sale, I got this micro SD card for a total of $6.21. $6. That's like almost half, you could say, of a typical micro SD card. And that's if you're buying 128. This is 256, and I got it for $6.21. But that's again the 15th anniversary sale. Got the steals, but you also have to take in mind the coins as well. If you read online, they be like, oh, the coins don't work. They work, and you gotta make sure you click buy now, not add to cart, so you can get the most out of your savings. So at the end of the day, AliExpress cards, they work. You just have to do your research. Don't fall for the obvious 1 terabyte for a buck scams, obvious scams. You're not getting a terabyte for a buck. It's not gonna happen. If I believe if the price is close enough to where you could get retail, then chances are it's probably not a scam. But again, do your research, read the reviews, look at the photos, the store names, all that, and I will have all links, including the spreadsheet, down in the description box below. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button down below. Comment whatever you want to comment down below. And if you want to see more videos from me, then you can hit the subscribe button down below. So that's gonna be it for today's. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one more thing. If you want to see the other thing that I bought on AliExpress, which is right here, I'm gonna blur it out for you. If you want to see that, then that's coming up in a follow-up video. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button down below. So now that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Later.